What would you do if you were stuck in one place and every day was exactly the same and nothing that you did mattered?
That about sums it up for me.
Ever get the feeling you've been here before? It is Groundhog Day, and I like to mark the occasion by watching Groundhog Day, a very profound movie about an utterly trivial holiday. No offense to the people of Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, and their lovely groundhog. It's certainly not a holiday treated with much reverence by Phil Connor. Phil, played by Bill Murray, is a Pittsburgh television meteorologist who dutifully and reluctantly makes the trip out to rural western Pennsylvania to cover the emergence of Punxsutawney Phil.
Someday somebody's going to see me interviewing a groundhog. I think I don't have a future.
He's joined by his producer, Rita, played by Andie MacDowell, a somewhat limited actress who gives a wonderfully winning performance here, and by his cameraman, Larry, played by the indescribable Chris Elliott. Phil wakes up, has some coffee, runs into an old friend, and heads to the town square to deliver his report.
Once a year, the eyes of the nation turn to this tiny hamlet in western Pennsylvania to watch a master at work.
After wrapping it up, they hit the road to head home to Pittsburgh, but a blizzard turns them back to Punxsutawney.
Don't you listen to the weather? We got a major storm here.
I make the weather.
Phil has a drink, goes back to his bed and breakfast, turns in for the night, and wakes up the next morning, or the previous morning, or the same morning, whatever you want to call it. It's February 2nd all over again. It's only at this point, when time stands still or something gets caught in the gears of history, that Phil's story really begins. As he repeats the same day over and over and over again, he moves from confusion to reckless glee, to attempts to take advantage of the situation, to a kind of existential despair.
He might be okay.
And finally, to a state of maturity and wisdom.
When Chekhov saw the long winter, he saw a winter bleak and dark and bereft of hope. Yet we know that winter is just another step in the cycle of life. But standing here among the people of Punxsutawney and basking in the warmth of their hearths and hearts, I couldn't imagine a better fate than a long and lustrous winter.
Harold Ramis, who directed Groundhog Day, is very good at making accessible, engaging, enjoyable, mainstream comedies. And Groundhog Day is certainly that. But on repeated viewings, it shows itself to be something more. It explores a very simple, stark existential situation that has many complicated philosophical ramifications.
What did you do today?
Oh, same old, same old.
Groundhog Day shows how difficult it can be just to live in the present and to establish meaningful connections with other people.
No matter what happens tomorrow, or for the rest of my life, I'm happy now because I love you.
I think I'm happy too.
Dan Rubin, one of the screenwriters on Groundhog Day, has said that Phil Connors is doomed to repeat the same February 2nd for 10,000 years. The rest of us don't have that much time. We can only hope that it's enough to stop repeating ourselves and live.
I got you.